Oh, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. We've been looking at the past 2 days, Mikra Megillah via Zoom and some narrow questions around that. We came up with, shared with you how we approach that. I want to discuss the way we look at Mikra Megillah, the reading of Megillah altogether, and take you to a section in Masechet Megillah here, Megillah 14a. The Gemara says the following. Tana Rabbanan, 48 Nevi'im Mishavim Shnuviyot Nitnabu Lahan Yisrael L'Pachat V'Lotiru Al K'mash Katuv BaTorah. We have lots of Nevi'im, 48 prophets, 7 prophetesses, and none of them added any mitzvot. Chutz Mimikra Megillah. The only thing that was added in as an obligation was the obligation to hear Megillah. That's interesting. We sometimes you'll find a discussion about the status of the obligation of Megillah reading, and some might refer to it as a derabanan, as a rabbinic commandment, because it doesn't appear in the Torah. But here it might have a higher category as midivrei neviim. But we generally don't like the neviim to come along and institute obligations. What's the answer, though? My darush, what was it that they interpreted to give themselves the power to do so and apply really other principles? Amar B'chia Baravin, Amar Yeshua ben Karcha, Uma, he said the following, Uma me'avdut l'cheirut amrin and shira. Look, bottom line is, when the Jews left Egypt, went from slavery to freedom, they sang a song of salvation. Mimisa l'chaim lo kol shkein. The reality of what the Jews faced in Persia at the time was actually worse than enslavement. In enslavement, in the end, they were not threatened as a nation. Their very existence as a nation wasn't threatened. But in Persia, in the story of Purim, we were set for extermination by a mass attack on all the Jews in every place that they would be. That's what Haman had organized, and so to go from a situation where we indeed were facing imminent death, and indeed were granted a new lease on life, all the more so we should recite Shira. We should recite Shira. And so the implication here is that the reading of the Megillah is a form of Shira, it's a form of song, something to ponder what the implications of that might be. One thing we should know is that we certainly try to read Megillah in a melodious way. In that sense, it carries out as a Shira, as a song, but maybe in some other ways too. As we'll look at, God willing, tomorrow. We look at 3 answers. And the Gemara says, the Gemara's question is going to be, what happened to Hallel? Why aren't we reciting Hallel on this day? We'll look at those 3 answers and hopefully have a better appreciation of the Megillah as well. Have a great day.